looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Showing off the arm. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the third down pass is incomplete. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get to him. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right away. Makes the catch down the right side. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day. They'll
snap it from the 26 on first down. Going to the running game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the right. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They're testing the right side here. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. These corners going to give them some space. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back. It's back. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is. The QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Split backs here. Looking for space. It's Etienne. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Texas 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Ripping through the defense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That touchdown puts him up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team has put everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you...
Ball is free. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third.
He uncorks one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking for room, it's Robinson. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
The inside handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Back to pass, it's back. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lovett. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You can tell this is a pass. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's back. Getting some, a shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Throws for the tight end. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, and they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's back. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And you cannot blame the big boys up front. The hog mollies get a lot of the blame a lot of the time, but Mr. QB had forever to throw the football, all day to get rid of it. He didn't. He took the shot at the end, and the offensive lineman's literally to himself going, he should have thrown the football.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He's going to bring it out from deep. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
Georgia 20, Texas 8.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw. It's Manning. Right down the middle. It's complete. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think of...
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He'll get rid of it. He's got him wide open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46.
Texas.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Gonna run it. It's Frazier.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Beck. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Running to the left. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They'll try it over the left side. Hit the gap. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Got a lot of running room. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Georgia, 27.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Oh, it's a fumble. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Speeding down the left side. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will
worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He makes the connection. He gets it into the end zone for the two, and now they lead by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 45 on his way. Afterburners coming. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the Hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Touchdown, Texas! And how about the kicking game coming up with a play? They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good.
That nigga just shanked that hoe?
Those opportunities, those returns
What?
like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the
That nigga
house.
just shanked that hoe for no reason. No
They're lining
overkick.
up for the kickoff, but let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can stem.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's back. Get it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense working from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They've got the screen set up. They get him down, and that'll be the final
Nigga
play
threw it
of
right
the
at
third
me,
period.
and we don't do nothing about it.
They've changed into the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Dogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
That is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield. That. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
Offense gets set for second down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking for a huge play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. To It's back. Looking to scramble. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a three-point game so your opponent can only tie down with a field goal. Great job of execution.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all this stuff.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Baxter. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. How about the defense with almost a desperation-type play to stop this drive and preserve the lead?
I love how they've got guys flying around here in the second half and getting hats on the football. They practice creating these takeaways all week long in practice. They're trying to be opportunistic, and you're seeing that here from this defense in the second half.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this team tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To throw, it's Beck. They're trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was really picked up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. You couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments and big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it.
fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
To the air, it's Beck. Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team...
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hauls it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. The back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
the offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You can see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
He'll try the right side. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if they... And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Should have been a fumble, bro.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Might be looking to run. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Smith.
Nigga should have fumbled that hoe,
fam. He's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was... And he can't escape, and down he goes. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20.
I can't get my block in the bag or
he's
what?
going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia.
Ah!
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a
Don't do
touchdown
dumb shit
and
like
a field
that,
goal
man.
at 10. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And here come the they've got it again on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Bro.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical downs.
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The Longhorns are on the move. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A run for the quarterback. He'll get into the end zone, and the two-pointer is successful. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 40. And he's running in the open. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Texas offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the ground, it's Etienne. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A third and long coming up here. Handoff from the gun. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Open space at the 25. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Able to get one down to the 15.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Off the play fake on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
He'll toss it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. To the air, it's Ewers. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised, you definitely should.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll line up to go for two. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Fires into traffic, picked off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
On second down, just keeps firing. Lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The give to the single back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Give to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's caught inside the 20. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. You want to talk about converting a 4th down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. 4th down time, you only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. With jet sweep pass. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Gets it past the marker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Caught in the backfield at 7. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to the ground game on the left. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This defense is in for a long day because they're not going to have to only play with great awareness and eye discipline. They're going to have to be willing to run sideline to sideline. They have to try to shut down receivers like that on jet sweeps.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They move the tight end all over. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
The give and the run on 4th down. And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. To fumble that ball away in the red zone, that is just a shot to the solar plexus.
And you have to know the situation. You've got to know where you are in the game. This late down in the red zone, at all costs, you cannot turn it over. And that's just an example, I think, of a guy trying to do too much, just trying to come up with the highlight-type play at a time where you just got to know the play's over and go down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to pass. It's back. Slips away. Throws to the wideout. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important to know where you are on the field. Great job, great hands, great awareness.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The give to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Surging forward on the sneak. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Dropping back, it's back. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Ewers. Got his man on the outside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. This is a design run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens is that DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Going to the run, it's Baxter. Hurts his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
He lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't pegged.
Second down coming up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw, it's back. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off-play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on it, just steamrolling the defense. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Got a man, it's Smith. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They run the reverse. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They have the lead in a 2-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. Touchdown, Dogs! And the special special teams, that's always a momentum builder. Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Powers through the defender.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
On the run, it's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Touch pass on the run. Nice move, creates some space. Oh, look out! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Bro, they keep letting this nigga just rub off of niggas. Like, that's 2 plays in a row.
Really
fuck you mean, nigga?
Running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Back to pass, it's back. They're bringing heat. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
Bro, but he scooped that hoe.
But the hands team is able to corral it.
Did he scoop that hoe? Look at that shit. He hit his foot first.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It's a reverse. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Bro,
And
what's
he'll
up
step
with
out
that,
of
bro?
bounds after a very productive
What's up
play.
with that for real? Man?
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for space. It's Frazier.
Fucking
Touchdown,
hurt.
Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this
What?
offense.
That's a fumble.
Stop short.
Bro.
They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1
That's
here
a
in the
fumble, fam. And we going to the bitch house
Trying
with
to
it.
follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
God, bro.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and
So
they do.
fucking fumble, bro.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The run to the left. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And they'll take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Strong, firm tackle.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on?
Oh, man.
Check it out, man. Let me holler at you real quick. Ain't no chill, man. Ain't no chill. K0g, check it out, man. Let me holler at you real quick. Ain't no chill, man. Have you ever seen this? K0g, check it out, man. Let me holler at you real quick. Ain't no chill, man. Ain't no chill.
Oh, come on, bro. I know. I see your exact location. I have it